Ah, the joys of winter. There's nothing like sitting by the fire with a loved one as you watch the snow fall, or that feeling of the brisk winter air brushing against your cheek as you build a snowman. Or how about jumping into your favorite mech and fighting off an alien horde as you make your way across a frigid wasteland? It may not be your favorite seasonal pastime, but on the planet of Eden 3, this is the norm. So now that I've got you in the right frame of mind, let's talk about Lost Planet Extreme Condition. Released in 2007 by Capcom, Lost Planet is a third-person shooter originally released for the Xbox 360. It was initially intended as an Xbox exclusive, but it was soon ported to both the PS3 and the PC. You can actually get this game on Steam if you're so inclined. So, just what is this game all about? Well, you play as Wayne, a soldier who was left stranded on the frigid ice world of Eden 3 following a deadly attack by the Acrid. What's an Acrid? Well, they're the native population of Eden 3, and they'll stop at nothing to kill pesky humans who are seeking to colonize their planet. Think Starship Troopers, but really this game reminds me of an anime called Blue Gender, which just happens to contain mechs and insectoid aliens. Anyways, like I said, humanity has been attempting to colonize the Acrid homeworld for years, but things got easier when they created mechs known as vital suits. And honestly, that's all you need to know to truly enjoy this game. It's not very plot heavy. Now this is where Lost Planet shines, because simple gameplay equals simple entertainment. The game is split about 50-50 between running on foot and piloting vital suits. While on foot, you can use grenades and other weapons to exterminate anything in your path, but you'll also have to collect thermal energy, which is represented by that counter in the top left corner. Basically, it's so cold outside that you have to wear a thermal suit and collect energy to not freeze to death. But thankfully, the Acrid drop plenty of thermal energy upon death, so while you make your way through each mission, you'll essentially be waging alien genocide just to stay warm. Anyways, let's talk about the controls. They're pretty straightforward, but honestly, kinda sluggish. While on foot, aiming takes precedence over everything else, as you'll constantly be firing bullets, even while running backwards. If you want to reach higher areas, you've got a handy grappling hook, but like I said, this all feels kinda slow. However, this sluggish nature translates better when you pilot the vital suit. They're supposed to be clunky machines, so it makes sense that they would move slower. However, there's also transforming mechs, like this one here. It actually turns into a snowmobile. Most vital suits can hover and they have dash abilities, but these only last for a few seconds and are mainly intended for dodging attacks. And speaking of attacks, these mechs pack a serious punch. Most come equipped with a chain gun, but you can also attach rocket launchers and laser rifles or whatever else you find throughout the level. Even if your mech takes too much damage, you can simply jettison it and rip off those weapons for future use. It's also worth mentioning that a big portion of this game was dedicated to online multiplayer. Sadly, I don't have any footage of that, but I'm guessing it was possible to have some good old Mecha multiplayer action back in the day. I've only scratched the surface of Lost Planet in this episode, but I can tell you I've had a really enjoyable experience thus far. There's at least a dozen other playable mechs that I just didn't have time to talk about today, so check out Lost Planet for yourself if you haven't done so already. And last, but certainly not least, I'd like to give a shout out to MD Chaos for recommending this episode. Anyways, thanks again for watching, stay warm, and catch you next time on Mecha Mondays.